Naturally.
And he's just like, if I had to say that performance in a term of this anime, I'd have to say episode 7.
Oh, he's kind of... Oh, Oh, he's like Alphys, isn't it? From Undertale.
Yeah. And then the best part about it, like, I was laughing my ass off after this. Like, the main character, his name is Itsuki. He's just like, I have no idea what that means. And just at the top of his lung, he screams, "Shit!"
So, this game is, this game's originally Japanese, right?
Yes it was. They did do English translation for subtitles, but they did not actually, do English voice dub, like English dubbing. They actually just did English subtitles and translated it.
See, I always find it interesting when I hear, a Japanese game or Japanese medium that makes fun of, like, otakus and Japanese, certain things.
Like,
and uses English.
I know, like, the best part about it is that because the characters have different profiles.
Yeah.
Okay, now, like, how the game works is that there's 2 separate parties. There's the main cast, and then there's the subcast. The main cast is, like, a party of 3, while the subclass, I think, is, like, 2.
Yeah.
And how the game works around is these things called sessions, which, kind of imagine it like this. You have a skill that you use against an enemy that's weak to it. Well, say another party member of yours has a skill that's able to pretty much, it's called a session that activates when you hit an enemy's weakness with this specific type of skill. Like with a specific type of skill, like sword, lance, bow, axe, or magic. It starts a chain combo. And the more like combos with session skills that you have that can combo into each other, the longer the combo and the more damage you get to do.
Cool.
So, like, say you do fire, the fire goes into a sword, the sword goes into a lance, and the lance goes into, like, ice or something, like that kind of thing.
Right.
Of course, the enemies can do this too. Like the best example that I had to go through was the 3rd boss in the game.
Right.
And his name is Gangrel.
Right.
He was literally just a upper torso.
Right.
Like, you know what? Let me.
Sorry, what was your point about the combo?
Pretty much, he kind of abused this gimmick.
Ah.
Where what he does is that his main gimmick is that he would summon minions and then use a skill that would protect him with those minions. So pretty much, in order to get to him, you'd have to get through the other minions.
Yeah, typical boss strategy with ads. What type of RPG is it? Is it turn-based or is it a strategy?
It's turn-based.
Oh, nice. Okay. Is it turn-based like Persona or?
Yeah.
But it's a system cinema. It's a Fire Emblem cross what?
Cross Shin Megami Tensei.
So is it more like Shin Megami or is it more like Persona?
More like Persona in a way.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
But anyway, that's kind of self-explanatory. Like, his whole gimmick was just the summoning the minions and then protecting them with them. And he would just do that, like, every time you clear them out, after, like, a couple rounds, he'd just summon them back.
Cool. The Galat is asking, what can I expect from this live stream? As the title says, dude, I'm learning how to play Abyss Actors. Abyss Actors is a brand new pendulum deck. And
we're live?
Yeah.
Welp, screw me!
It's fine, it's no problem. Arby's going to teach me how to play Abyss Actors, and yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to be doing some games, and then how to play this archetype. So, Arby, you're leading. Feel free to tell me what you want to do.
Well, first of all, let's go to the deck editor.
Alright, let's go to deck edit.
Because we're gonna be showing the build that we have currently.
So this is the build which freaking Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. Sorry, it's crashing again. 1 second. I don't know why it keeps doing this.
I saw Danganronpa.
Yeah, you did. Okay, there we go. Deck edit. We should be back.
Alright, is it good now?
Should be. Should pop up on the screen any second. There we go.
Alright, let me look.
So this was the Abyss Actor deck which you built on Sunday in DevPro's 4. And so far you found it to be pretty consistent?
Yeah, I've been testing it out. It's actually been very fun to use.
Cool.
One of the most fun that I've actually had in a pretty decent while.
Now, I've never ever played a pendulum deck before, so it was a really interesting experience for me because I don't know how to do things like the ratios, how many monsters you want, and so forth and so forth. So I kind of learned a lot by watching you do that, and I'm really eager to try this out. Can we run through this again just to remind myself what each card... Oh my god, it crashed again.
It did?
I don't know what's wrong with DevPro. It must be my graphics card. I don't know what it is. It's really weird. It's like anytime I resize or go full screen, then you seem to have a crash.
So it's when you increase the size?
When I change the resolution of deck edit mode. I don't know what it is.
Then maybe we can just keep it like that for now then.
Yeah. Should be fine. Should be fine.
Like, should be fine. I mean, you should still be able to read it.
Yeah, it pushes through it, basically.
Alright. Let's just push through this.
So, remind me again, what these cards briefly do. Now, you said to me that when you was building this, your typical advice is you look at either the pendulum effect or the monster effect, and am I right in saying that if you mostly want the pendulum effect, think of the card as a spell card, and if you mostly want the monster effect, think of it as a monster card?
I mean, it's more the thing of you're actually thinking of both.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, what is this deck revolving around? So it's more like, what's going to be more useful?
Right.
So in this case, like the thing of the two boss monsters that we have here being Evil Heel and Superstar.
Evil Heel and Superstar, the boss monsters.
They're pretty much going to be the highest level things. We need to have our scales in order to bring these out because I mean, yeah, we can tribute them out, but we need our scales in order to bring them out in the first place.
Right.
So it's more of like, what do we want to draw into more?
Right. And what are the best scales for bringing these out?
In my opinion, first of all, we have the one of the newer cards that are in here being Abyss Actor Wild Hope.
Wild Hope, we find him. There he is.
Right next to Sassy Rookie, which Wild Hope is pretty much one of the most essential cards in the Pendulum Zone, just because of his Pendulum effect being able to make another Abyss Actor's Pendulum scale to 9.
Oh, so this remains at 2, but the other one becomes 9.
Yes.
Okay.
So you'd be able to summon monsters between 3 and 8.
So Wild Hope seems pretty much vital in order to get out Evil Heel for sure. Is there any card
by Pendulum Summon?
Is there any card which can get out Evil Heel without without Wild Hope?
Yes, there is.
But Pendulum Summon.
Wait, Pendulum Summon?
Is there any card which can Pendulum Summon him?
Without Wild Hope.
Without Wild Hope's effect?
No.
So that's the only way you can Pendulum Summon Evil Heel is...
But there is one other way to bring him out besides Pendulum Summon.
Which is through something's effect, isn't it?
Through Dandy Sporting Actor's monster effect.
But ideally, you want to Pendulum Summon him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more like if you're able to. Like, if you're able to, you should.
Free, yeah.
Yeah, it's free, because, like, if you have Dandy in your hand, and you could just bring out all these different monsters, well, you already have 2 Abyss Actors in your Pendulum Zone, you could just tribute him and special summon Evil Heel directly from the extra deck.
Degalat says, I've never heard of Abyss Actors. Did I miss something? Abyss Actors is a brand new archetype which is currently going through, correct me if I'm wrong, Arby, currently going through Arc V as a rival deck to the main character's Performer Power deck. And this deck is all focused on swarming the field with pendulum monsters, and they mostly focus on keeping themselves as pendulum monsters as, say, being combined into XZ, synchros, or fusions. Am I right in that, Arby?
Pretty much as well, and also the gimmick with this deck is able to lower your opponent's monster's attack as well as boosting your own. So pretty much kind of think of it as a pendulum beatdown deck.
Right. Okay. And they're not released yet. They're currently unreleased, but in DevPro we get to play with them as soon as the card is known. We get to play with them, and I think they're coming out in Japan sometime soon.
Yes, they're going to be coming in Destiny Soldiers.
Right, which is about a week or 2 now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so your main target for this deck is it to get Wild Hope as soon as possible?
Not as soon as possible, but you definitely want to. Like, one of the main things, one of the main cards that speeds this deck up is Abyss Actor Extra.
Extra. So is extra your starting playmaker? Is that the start of your combo? Is that what you want in your opening hand?
Yes, you do, because it's more like if you have a pendulum scale already, and it doesn't even matter if it's high or low. You can just summon this monster out, tribute him, and then just put any Abyss Actor monster besides himself into the pendulum zone.
So let me make sure I understand how this works. If you have Abyss Actor in your hand, you put it in the pendulum zone, and if your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon it from the pendulum zone. Then...
But it's like you're not really gonna be. Well, I mean, technically there are cases where you could do that.
Oh, you don't want to do that?
Most of the time, I don't.
Oh,
but
okay, fine, fair enough.
But I mean, you can do that.
It's an option. Oh, okay. So, the general strategy is to normal summon it.
It's kind of like the whole thing of just summoning it out in general.
Okay.
You can do it either way. I mean, definitely you could do it with the pendulum zone effect, because that way it won't use up your normal summon.
Right. But if this is like first turn strategy, then normal summon him out. That's the first thing you if you had like all the cards in the deck in your hand, you want to summon out extra first.
Yeah.
Okay, so extra, you normal summon it first, you tribute it, then you get one pendulum monster from one Abyss Actor pendulum monster from your deck and put it in the pendulum zone.
Yep.
What would you search out ideally?
Most of the time, it's like if you don't have Wild Hope, you put in Wild Hope.
You want to get Wild Hope ASAP, so that's Wild Hope's kind of like Wild Hope Searcher then.
Exactly, as well as like, it's the kind of thing of saying if you already have another Abyss Actor besides Wild Hope in your hand, then you go for Wild Hope. But if you don't have Wild Hope, like say you already have Wild Hope in your hand, then you just use extra to go for another pendulum besides Wild Hope.
Now,
being either Superstar, Sassy Rookie, or Pretty Heroine.
Now, when I was playing this the other day, I wasn't doing a very good job of it, and I struggled with like setting up my combos and knowing what to go for. Let's say you just have this card, extra, and Wild Hope in your hand, and that you can play extra, normal summon extra, special summon another thing from the pendulum zone, and then let's say you can put Wild Hope in the other one, but then you have no monsters to pendulum summon. Is that too quick? Or should I wait until I draw until I've got like 3 pendulum cards in my hand, at least? Do you understand what I mean?
Now I understand what you mean, but there is a solution for that.
Okay.
Being the trap card, entering the Abyss Actor's dressing room.
Okay.
Which, I mean, it doesn't even matter if you don't have any of your Abyss Actors. You can just, if you already have 2 Abyss Actors in your pendulum zones, you're just able to select 2 of them and put them directly to your extra deck.
So there's that, and there's also Pendulum Reborn.
Yes, but that only summons pendulums from the extra deck and the graveyard.
Right, this is a card which you said you wanted to take out, though, isn't it?
Yeah, because like I haven't really been using it much, because like if I wanted to do that, we already have Dandy that can bring out stuff like Evil Heal and such. Like I really only had Pendulum Reborn in order to bring out Evil Heal at the time.
Right, but now you don't.
But now it's like it's kind of useless because we already have Wild Hope that can just increase the scales to such a ludicrous limit.
And then Dandy as well, if you don't have Wild Hope around. So what did you change Pendulum Reborn to?
Solemn Strike.
Strikes. Okay, so 2 strikes.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'll put those in now, which is Self-Explanatory, Indication, they stop players. So ideally, you want to open with extra. You want to get out Wild Hope, or if you have Wild Hope already, you want to get out a different scale. What's the best scale to accompany Wild Hope?
There's 3 different choices that you have, and it kind of depends on situation.
Oh, sorry, can I ask one question? When you tribute extra, does it go to the extra deck or does it go to the graveyard?
Extra deck because it's a pendulum.
Right, thank you.
How pendulums work is that if they are tributed, they go to the extra deck.
Even when they're tributed, they go to the extra deck. So tributed plus destroyed.
It's pretty much tributed, destroyed, or synchro summon.
But not detached.
Or even fusion summon.
Oh wow! So like you pay poly, they go to the extra deck still.
Yep.
Through
The
wow.
only thing that doesn't work with is Xyz Summon.
What if you were to do, let's say that Brilliant Fusion? What if you were to send a pendulum monster from your deck to the graveyard? Would it still? It would go to the.
It would go to the graveyard.
Oh, it would go to the graveyard. Same with Foolish Burial, I guess.
Yeah, that would still go to the grave.
That's interesting.
Like really, the only place that the pendulum monsters can go to the extra deck is when they're on the field.
Right. Okay. That's interesting. I didn't know that. So, sorry, I lost the train of thought. So, extra, you want to go for Wild Hope, and if you don't have Wild Hope, what would you like to go? And you were gonna say,
there's 3 different monsters that you could pick from, but mostly it applies to situation. Like, what do you feel like would be best at the time?
Gotcha.
One being Pretty Heroine. Pretty Heroine's probably one of the monsters that you're going to be going for most of the time, because just being able to, whenever you take damage, you're just able to lower your opponent's monster's attacks, as well as search back your Abyss Actors from your extra deck back to your hand.
Now, there are lots of big monsters in this day and age. Do you take a lot of damage when you use Pretty Heroine quite often? I worry about the amount of damage you're voluntarily taking, plus running things like Solemn Strike.
We already run Abyss Script Opening Ceremony, so it's not too much of a hassle.
Oh, so that recovers life points. So you should be, unlike other decks, you should be kind of willing to take that hit.
Because it's better in the long run.
Thank you. Okay, cool.
As well as if you happen to have 2 Pretty Heroine,
yep,
you're able to just lower their attack twice.
Oh.
Because both of them activate simultaneously.
Oh, so like yeah. So if they do like 700, you could do reduce their attack by 1400.
Yeah, you can lower that monster by 1400.
So Pretty Heroine seems like a very defensive card. When would you use the add 1 face-up Abyss Actor Pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand effect?
Most of the time, it's either for Funky Comedian or Dandy. If you kind of lose a pendulum scale, you go for extra.
Right, so you can
because then extra can immediately put another one back in.
Right. Okay. Cool. So that's like a mid-game strategy. But earlier on, this is more defensive. Pretty Heroine is to if you think your opponent's going to start attacking you, you want to go for Pretty Heroine.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
The next target is Superstar. Superstar, pretty much plain and simple. You tribute your own Abyss Actor monsters to recycle your Abyss scripts. Which Abyss scripts are pretty much the main part of this deck, because you can't have a troop without their scripts.
Cool.
And finally we have Sassy Rookie.
Sassy Rookie. Yeah, there we go.
Sassy Rookie pretty much being able to prevent your monsters from being destroyed.
So would I be right in summing it up this way then? You want Wild Hope out always, or as much as possible, to make the other scale 9. And then if you have Wild Hope out and you want to search out, you go for Pretty Heroine if you want to be defensive, Superstar if you want to recycle your scripts or get more resources.
And a little bit more defense. It's a little bit more offensive.
And then Sassy Rookie is your offensive card. When you want to make plays, when you want to pendulum summon, you make sure you have Sassy Rookie out and it protects your monsters.
But that's pretty much plain and simple with the deck.
This is such a different way of playing Yugioh.
I know, right?
It really, it's almost like I've played other games. It's almost like playing Vanguard or Hearthstone. It's so different. It's not even like in this situation. It's not like, okay, I'm worrying about how to get rid of my opponent's cards or how to plus off of their effects and negate.
It's more like you're doing your own thing.
Yeah.
That's kind of how this deck works. You really just do your own thing, and then when you're ready to go in, you go in.
Right. So what does so Dandy do you really want to use Dandy as a pendulum? Sorry, the other cards, Evil Hill, Dandy, and Funky Comedian, are those cards, and obviously you can, but are those cards not your main targets for being a pendulum scale? They're more your targets for monster effects.
Most of the time.
So
it's more like you can use Dandy as a pendulum. Like Dandy and Funky, yeah, they still can be used as pendulums.
Right.
Like I said, different situations, different like I said, different situations, different things.
But you ideally are their monster effects better than their pendulum effects?
Yeah, they are.
So
Because Funky Comedian, when normal or special summon, he gains 300 attack for each Abyss actor you currently control until the end phase, and then he targets other Abyss actors to make it and gives them his attack.
wow, equal to the attack. So he gets the attack boost, and then they get the attack boost as well.
Yep.
So
But he can't attack the turn he uses it.
So what? Oh, he can't. Oh, right. I see.
It's more like you can combo it with Superstar.
Superstar. Yep.
Because he can just tribute off Funky, so you can get back your scripts.
Right. So you do the attack boost, and then you tribute off Funky with Superstar, get your script back, and make further plays.
Exactly.
How much attack do you roughly get with this? That on average.
Most of the time, you'll have around 4. You'll have around 4 monsters. So just 300 times 4.
Right.
He mostly gets like a 1200 point boost.
So that's a pretty decent boost for most of your monsters. Can make Evil Heal up to 4,200.
And remember how when Evil Heal summoned, he's able to just lower your opponent's monsters by 1,000 for each of your Abyss actors.
Right.
So he can. So most of the time, because of how you're going to be playing this, you're going to be putting them down to 0.
Cool.
And of course, you have Stagecoach that can also protect your monsters from being targeted. And just targeted because the destruction effect is also only by battle.
Okay, so that's what Funky Comedian does. Now with Pendulum Summons, when you Pendulum Summon, do you have to choose whether you want to Pendulum Summon from your hand or your extra deck, or can you Pendulum Summon from both at the same time?
You both at the same time.
Right, okay, so when does Danny's main effect really become useful? Is it just when you can't Pendulum Summon?
Mostly it's like when you can't, like say you don't do Wild Hopes effect. You can just summon out Dandy and then tribute him off in order to bring out Evil Heal or Funky Comedian or an extra from your extra deck.
Okay, so it's kind of
because Dandy's effect only targets level 1 or level 8.
So it's kind of like do you remember Gladiator Beast and Tag?
Yep.
Kind of reminds me of that, where you tag out and you swap it for another one because it's going to go to the extra deck anyway, and then you can bring it back later on.
Like hell, because of Dandy's Pendulum effect, when you Pendulum Summon, you can either add a level 1 or level 8 Abyss Actor monster from your extra deck back to your hand.
And you can bring it
so
back
you
later
could,
on,
because just like after tributing him off, as a Pendulum monster, you can just add like Funky Comedian or Evil Heal back to your hand, and you could just Pendulum Summon it.
Okay, cool.
But it's like I said, Dandy's Pendulum effect is good, but you're not really going to be using it all the time.
Okay. So I think I've got a good idea what the monsters do, except for Luster. Luster, always popular, I always see him around, but I'm not really familiar with what he does. What does he do?
Luster Pendulum, what he does, pretty much is kind of self-explanatory in most Pendulum decks, because if there's an other card in your Pendulum zone while he's there, he could destroy that card and then add one, and pretty much add another copy from your deck to your hand of the same monster.
I see. So he's kind of a searcher.
And this is a card that combos with Wild Hope. Because Wild Hope's monster effect, if it's destroyed by battle or card effect, you search your deck for any Abyss Actor card except himself.
Ah, so you get an Abyss Actor card except for himself, plus
himself.
Right, okay.
Now here's the thing. This is what I know I keep saying this, but I relate this card as a Abyss Actor version of Plush Fire, the performance.
Yes, you did, yeah. By the way, side note, I know you've got to go to work at some point in time, so feel free to tell me to shut up and get into a duel if we're running low on time.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I got a little bit.
Feel free to direct me as you feel best, yeah.
But yeah, I think it should be time that at least you get into a duel.
There is one thing, because this is very different to me. Can I just remind myself what the Abyss scripts kind of do? I just want to ask about, how do you deal with threats? How do you get rid of spell and trap cards? How do you get rid of monsters? Do you even do that at all in this deck?
To be honest, you don't. You hardly even deal with them.
So I think one situation which I ran into yesterday, and of course there's probably other outs for it, but I struggled against a Blue Eyes deck because they summoned it. I think it was White Spirit in defense. I was like, oh,
because you can't summon 2 monsters at the same time. So you just have to get over it. That's why you just, instead of Pendulum summoning 2, you most of the time summon 1.
I think
but you have to make it at least a monster that can actually deal with it, such as, I don't know, Superstar can at least get your Abyss Scripts.
I think I'm gonna learn a lot by doing this. This is gonna be really interesting. I'm hoping it's gonna let me play in a way which I haven't played in a long time, and that is just to kind of you've got to kind of figure out the outs as you go on. There isn't a card which kind of just does it.
Nope, you got to think of it yourself, and that's why I love this deck, because it actually takes thought.
Nice. So, yep, I'm getting into a game now. Please don't crash. There we go. And, yeah, here we go. So, playing against someone named Big Al. Now, typically, do I want to go first or second?
It doesn't really matter. I'd say I most of the time go first, just because it's what I do.
First, yeah? Okay, we'll try first.
But, also, by the way, can you just share screens just so I can see your hand?
Sure. This might put pressure on my connection, though, but I'll try. There you go.
Yeah, just try. Okay, so you're starting with ooh. That's actually that is not a bad hand at all. I would say, activate Superstar.
Activate.
Then summon out Extra.
Summon Extra. Normal summon.
Yep. Then use Extra's effect to put Wild Hope into your Pendulum Zone.
Okay. Wild Hope, where are you, mate? Wild Hope.
And now, I will say, just set Fantasy Magic and set, Dressing Room.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm so nervous right now.
Now, here's the thing. I want you to hold the A key.
The A key, right.
Now activate Dressing Room immediately.
Are you sure you don't want to wait for like a Twin Twister?
Nope, just activate it. It doesn't really matter.
Fair enough.
Now you are going to... Now I want you to put... Since you already have Wild Hope in your Pendulum Zone, we can just do this another time, but I will say put Pretty Heroine and Sassy Rookie into your extra deck.
Pretty Heroine and Sassy Rookie. Got it.
So now you have monsters in your Pendulum Zone, now you have monsters in your extra deck, so that next turn you can just summon them straight out.
Okay.
Okay, so we're doing counter fairies.
Yep.
Shouldn't be too much. Shouldn't be too difficult.
Yo, what's up, Necro? How you doing, man?
Alright, so what did you draw?
I drew into Pretty Heroine again. So
that's actually pretty nice. Okay, so since you can't Pendulum Summon, activate Wild Hope.
Activate Wild Hope.
So now you have a Pendulum Scaled 9.
Okay.
That's if he chooses to negate it. Solemn Wishes.
That's interesting.
Alright, so now you can Pendulum Summon, which you can Pendulum Summon 3.
Nice. Do I want to do them all in attack?
Yep.
Okay. Here comes Pretty Heroine. Sassy. So in this situation, Sassy's gonna protect himself, so I don't have to worry about him. Oh god, there's Solemn Strike.
Sadly, no.
Okay, so that was about it for Downer.
I will say, just don't do anything right now. Just kind of, just end.
Alright.
That, and of course, is like the one deck that we go up against.
No.
It's just we get a deck that just like, nope. Yeah, we just get a deck that just doesn't let us do anything.
That's fine. I think we can play around it. Dragon Necro says he's been playing battle testing Subterrors with a Prediction Princess and Shadow Engine, so far he can pull off ridiculous combos. But you have to show me sometime, Necro.
So now you're just trying to beat us down.
There's nothing we can do. We gotta just take these hits, right?
Yeah. Oh no, he can't even do damage to us because of Card Demise.
Ah, right. That was smart.
Sends a Pot of Dichotomy.
Solemn Wishes, huh?
Another dandy,
Not the best of things?
Not really. I just say set it, to be honest.
Alright.
We already have one, so we don't need another one right now. This is kind of sucking. Welp. Well, now we pretty much can't do anything just because of Lecter.
Lecter, negate the effects of face-up pendulum monsters while your opponent controls them. Oh boy, that's
Yeah. So we pretty much lose. We can't do anything.
So should I surrender?
Yeah, we can't win.
All right, I'll surrender. This is 2 out of 3 though, so let's hope we can get our payback on him.
I feel like that's gonna be kind of
hard.
Yeah.
Probably
but
will
I mean,
be.
I mean, you can try.
Probably best to go first if it's counting as fairies.
Yeah. Ooh, not bad. That's actually kind of nice. I'd say activate. We gotta activate Pretty Heroine.
Activate Heroine.
Summon Extra.
Normal summon Extra.
Extra, of course. Bring out that Wild Hope.
Yep. Activate Extra. Now let's go find Wild Hope. Where is he? There we go. Now do we want to pendulum summon?
Use the effect.
So we'll make Pretty Heroine a scale 9.
And bring out Sassy Rookie.
Normal, special, right?
Yep.
So here comes Sassy Rookie.
And just set Opening Ceremony.
Okay.
If he destroys it, we get the draw 4.
But if he doesn't, which he probably won't if his counter fairies, well, he might do, but
exactly. It's like
duality.
Duality.
Card on the Mice, probably.
I love it on how fucking the very first duel just counter fairies. Oh well, I guess that's just our luck.
There's the Mice, so this is gonna be tough.
That's probably a Guiding Ariande. Yep. I really do not like Card of Demise. Yep. Oh!
Providence, that's a new one.
Yeah, it's been out for a while, but I'm interested in Watt Cancel. So he's playing Watts in his deck then. But what'd you draw? You drew a Funky Comedian?
Yep, got Funky Comedian.
I'd say just attack with Sassy, to be honest. Like,
do you know how much defense Guiding Ariande has? It's probably like 1500 plus.
Let me look really quickly. Guiding Ariande has 800 defense.
Oh, okay.
But if you destroy it, he's gonna get he's gonna get a search of a counter trap.
So should I wait?
I just say attack it anyway, just so you can get it out of the way.
Alright.
If he tries to destroy Sassy, it's not gonna be destroyed. Yeah, Solemn Wishes. Negate attack. Okay.
Ah, okay.
That's fine.
Do I want to set Comedian or Funky at all?
No, just keep him in your hand.
Keep them in my hand? Okay.
Oh.
That's,
well, it's not destroyed.
That's Fossil Diner.
Yeah, it didn't do anything.
Solemn Wishes, huh?
Yep.
Gotta be really confident to be playing that. Alright, well, we might as well attack on the Fossil Diner.
That's actually really good. You gotta set. Let's set that.
I'll wait until I attack first.
Yeah. Yeah, just attack Fossil Diner.
Get rid of him now, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Negate attack.
Another negate attack, okay.
Right, remind me, how many counter traps are there that can stop attacks? He's gonna have 3 negate attacks.
I can't really think of anything. Okay, hold.
Oh right, hey, got it.
Just it's fine. There we go. We gotta activate this just so we can put the Abyss Actors in the extra deck, which this case, since we already have, I will say Evil Heal.
Evil Heal. Superstar.
And Superstar probably would actually do good in this right now.
Yeah?
I would say, yeah. Because I think because of this, damn it, Sassy Rookie is only... If only we had Getaway Stagecoach right now.
So maybe we could just stall for a bit and hopefully to draw it.
Well, there's a Wild Hope. I'll probably say use... how about this? Use Wild Hope's effect.
Go for a pendulum summon and see if he summons
Yeah, but only...
it.
But only bring out Wild Hope.
Only bring up Wild Hope.
Wait, can we not even Pendulum Summon?
Oh no,
Oh no, Fossil Dyna, that's
Fossil
why.
Dyna, yeah.
Just summon out Wild Hope then.
Oh, I'm sorry, I changed.
You can do that next turn.
Alright,
Well, not next turn, like, main phase 2.
I'll attack Fossil Dyna and see if we can
Yeah,
destroy
something.
it.
Oh.
Got it.
Yep. Yeah, just summon out Wild Hope. Yep.
Once per turn, you can make this card gain 100 attack. Right, okay. And then
If he solemns it, you get a surge.
Right, okay, cool. Do we want to pendulum summon at all right now?
No, not yet.
Alright, end turn.
I just want to see what he's gonna do right now.
Holly Springer says, hey, how do you get Ice Hand and Fire Hand? I can't find how to get it on Xbox One. Holly, I will tell you after this duel. I'll have to look it up. I think Bastion has it in his pack, but I'll look it up after this game.
Okay. He actually just got Ariande. Okay, now he doesn't have to pay anything, so I'd have to say Pendulum Summon 1 and bring out the Superstar.
Pendulum oh.
Yeah, we got a Wild Hope.
Alright, fine. So special summon, and then we go for Superstar. Just Superstar.
Yeah, just Superstar.
Okay.
And now just press OK.
That can't be, your opponent can't activate it, so they can't negate that.
Well, no, they can.
They
can solemn it, but that's it.
Oh, so they can negate it then.
Like, they can negate the summon, but that's it.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to see what they would do. I just wanted them to get rid of it, one of them.
That makes sense.
So, I'd say just attack. Don't even use Wild Hope's effect. We need to get some damage on board.
Nice.
Alright, start piling on that damage. I think this is finally a way that we can actually deal with him. Because he can't activate anything, but if he don't activate anything, he doesn't get anything.
That's the thing in counter traps. They have to react to an action. If we don't do anything, then we're good. Right, what could that be? Could be another Fossil
Well,
Dyna.
if he destroys it, we get a search. I'd say just
attack.
set the ceremony again. Set the ceremony. You know what? Actually, just go for the summon out Rookie.
Another Rookie?
Yeah, because if he destroys it, we get a special summon.
Okay. He's gonna cancel it.
And you get the effect. Wait, you don't?
No, because it was negated, dude.
Damn it. It's just him getting rid of his resources too. So
which is fine. This is good.
Yeah. I'll say attack with Rookie, because that's probably going to be. That's probably another Dyna. Either that or it's a Ariadne. Yeah, it's another Dyna.
Another Dyna. I don't think it's gonna destroy anything.
Wild Hope just gets destroyed, so you can get a search.
What?
What?
Divine Rule Fit. What?
He just negated it. Okay.
Okay. That was weird.
Yeah, I don't know why you did that.
Well, we're in a kind of open situation. Do we want to summon anything now while he's low on resources? Or play safe?
I mean, you could if you wanted to, but I doubt. I'll
play safe. I'll play safe.
Yeah, play safe right now. Next turn, we could probably Pendulum Summon.
Okay.
After this duel, I'm probably gonna have to get going, sadly.
Ah, that's a shame. But thank you
Because
so much for the advice and tips.
remember, it's 3:52. My ride's gonna be here soon.
Oh, is she?
He surrendered.
Surrendered. And he's
Yeah.
rage quit. Okay, cool.
Wow. Okay. Oh well. Speaking of which.
Well then, yeah, that was awesome, dude. I learned so much
So
from
I
doing
think
that.
so. Maybe you have an idea of how to play it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna definitely keep trying it out and see what I can get from it. And then
All
I
right,
will
then.
do my homework and be sure to hand it in.
All right, then. I'll talk to you later. Then.
Thank you so much for your help, RB, man. I'll chat to you soon.
Talk to you soon.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to offer up the floor to Necro. And Necro, do you want to, if you're still there, Necro, do you want to show off what you've been learning with Prediction Princess and Subterrors? If so, then we'll do that. Holly, oh, sorry, not Hollis, it's Hollis, not Holly. Hello, my name is like Hollister without the turn. Hello, my name is Hollis, not Holly. Sorry. Hollis, I'm going to look up for you where to get Fire Hand and Ice Hand on Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. So let me play an advert and I'll be right back. Hold on for a second.
What's up, Sean?
Yo, how you doing, Necro, man?
Doing good, doing good.
Cool, cool. Just gonna look up this card for Hollis and then I'll be ready to go.
Sure thing.
Let me change the title of the stream. I'm just gonna restart the stream and change the title of it. So be right back. Hopefully this will this probably won't save as a different video, but I'll do that as well. I'll call this learning how to play. Oops, that's so loud. Learning how to play Subterrors.
As well.
Subterrors with Necro.
Yep.
And DevPro. But how you been finding them, man? Do you like them?
I've been finding them pretty fun, actually.
Now, on Sunday when we were doing some deck building, Subterrors is the one deck we avoided doing. But since then,
yeah.
I have played against one Prediction Princess build, and it did what it did. It was pretty good. So I'm just looking up what Duelist challenge this is in. I think it might be Zeal, Fire Hand and Ice Hand. Give me 2 seconds there, folks. I'm just gonna play another ad and I'll be right back.
Sure thing.
There we go. Series Yugioh duel. Okay, right, we should be back. I did have it a second ago. 1 second. Almost had it. What did I lose?
Sure.
It's this guy here. Okay, so Hollis, the best way to get Fire Hand and Ice Hand and to get 3 copies of those is to play through the Yu-Gi-Oh! Zeal campaign up until you get to a duel named Duel. That's D-U-A-L, Duel, and you're playing against a character named, let me go get it out myself on my campaign mode. Where is it?
Should be the hand guy. the guy with giant hand.
Is that his actual gimmick?
Oh yeah, that's actually his deck, hand monsters.
That's kind of creepy.
The interesting part about it though is that in the actual show, like when he summons the monsters, like they have like little equips that equip to his shoulders instead of like being summoned on the field. It's like he's putting on two giant gauntlets.
That sounds actually kind of interesting. So this guy's name is Girag. In the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual Seal campaign, his game is sorry, let me go through Seal. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's the 14th match in the Yu-Gi-Oh! The Yu-Gi-Oh! Zeal campaign. And if you beat him using Ray Shadows?
I think, yeah, Ray.
Ray. If you beat him using Ray, you get his recipe, and then keep on fighting him again and again, and then eventually you'll get 3 copies of Ice Hand and 3 copies of Fire Hand. If you don't want to go through the pressure of going through the campaign, you can go to the card shop and you can go through Akiza's pack, and Akiza does have it in her pack, but you know, it's all about luck of the draw there. You're going to have to keep on buying packs until you get it. I recommend farming it through the duel itself, so you actually earn money, and actually you're more than guaranteed to get it, as opposed to, I'm sorry, Akiza doesn't have it, Shark has it. Shark has it in his pack, and you can just open his packs to get that. Hopefully that helps you a bit, Hollis, and if you weren't clear on what I just said, feel free to let me know, and I'll explain it a bit more. So, anyway, guys, I'm playing here today with my good buddy Necro. Necro is a co-host on DevBROS, and last weekend, one of the decks which we looked at was the brand new Subterror cards. I'm going to put them up on the screen now. I need to change the screen as well. Now, Subterrors are an archetype which was released in... what was it? It was announced at the European World Champ... No. Was it European?
The Subterror monsters were revealed at the North American World Qualifiers.
They were first teased at the European World Championships on a map.
Which they showed us their boss monster and their field spell.
Right, but then at the Nationals, North America ones, they kind of showed us the 2 cards. And now we've got 4 of those cards, and for you crazy guys, that's enough for you to start building a deck around them.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to kind of show me what you've got in terms of a deck so far, and then talk to me what your strategy is? Because like I know nothing about Prediction Princess really, apart from what I played against it, and I know there's like Pot of Taboos or Pot of the Forbidden, whatever it's called.
Well, all right. So pretty much, Prediction Princesses, they started off as actually an archetype in Arc V, as in one of the arcs of the show, Yugioh had to face 4 different duelists in order to gain his entry into a tournament. One of the duelists was actually the duelist who used Prediction Princess.
Now, Prediction Princess sounds very, very sweet. So, like a lovely deck. It sounds like something that Taya would run, but it doesn't seem to be that way when you're actually playing against them.
Yeah, like they're mostly centered around rituals and fortune summoning, believe it or not. Well, basically, the character is like one of those fortune tellers.
Cool.
Anyway, like, really the main gimmick around the Prediction Princess archetype is using Aerosylph, who is a flip monster that can add ritual spells, and Crystal Dean, who is a level 5 that can flip someone to add ritual monsters, even though we have pre-prep now. So, really, these 2 are obsolete, but basically the whole gimmick around the deck is centered around getting out Prediction Princess Tarot Tray.
Okay, so let me look these up. They are a whole archetype of themselves. Do you use all of these?
Yeah, Tarot Tray's pretty much, her gimmick is that at every end phase you can special summon a flip monster from your hand or graveyard.
Oh.
And during either player's turn, you can either change a face-down monster on the field to face-up attack, or change a face-up attack monster to face-down defense.
Cool. So,
and her whole gimmick in the show was using Petal Elf and Astro Morgan to basically flip all Yu-Gi-Oh's monsters down and burn them down to death.
Cool. So, I'll tell you what, why don't, how do you want to do this? How do you want to show off what you got?
Okay, so for Subterrors, you're wanting to max out on all the monsters and the field spell.
So do we want to build a deck first, and then
Yes, that would actually make a lot of sense.
and then I guess you can explain what you're doing, and then I'll spectate you do some duels with them.
Yep.
Cool. All right. So we'll start off with the Subterrors. What did you say we want to max out off on the field spell first?
Yes, you'll definitely be needing that field spell.
First of all, shout out to Toby1018. How you doing, man? Hollis says, what was his name that has Ice Hand and Fire Hand?
I just typed it in, it's Garog.
Thank you. It's the Duelist named Garog. It's the 14th game in the Yugioh Seal campaign. If you don't want to go through the whole campaign to do that, because it will take a little bit of time, unless you have like an Exodia deck and you can fly through it, then go to Shark's Pack in the Booster Pack store, buy his cards, and hopefully you can get 6 of those hands, although I recommend farming it through the duel. So free the Hidden City. The Hidden City, when it's activated, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it allows you to search out Subterrors, and then it allows you to flip a face-down defense position Subterror monster into face-up attack or defense position, and then if your opponent declares an attack, you can negate the attack and flip a Subterror to face-up attack or defense position as well.
Yes.
So this is the playmaker basically of the deck.
This is pretty much a playmaker, which I already battle tested this out, and the fact that Nemesis Warrior summons the face down Subterror monsters really helps with the fact that you can flip them back up with Hidden City.
Cool. So Hidden City sounds incredibly important. Are we going to be running some searchers?
We'll definitely be needing 2 terraformings for it.
So we're running 2 terraformings to get that out, and then I'm sure we'll have some maybe other kind of draw cards or stuff to help fit out the deck and get to it sooner. So okay.
Yeah. So, also, we'll be needing to max out on all the Subterror monsters.
Oh, 3 Warrior, 3 Uberstrix, and 3 Stalagmo. Now, Warrior is the level 4 one. What does he do briefly?
Nemesis Warrior, pretty much during either player's turn, you can send Subterror monsters from your deck to the graveyard.
Okay,
and after
that's Foolish Burial.
And then immediately after that, you tribute him and a monster on the field. And if those two and their monsters levels have to equal just at or above the monster that you sent to the graveyard, because then you'll get a free summon of that monster you sent to the graveyard.
So what's the best target to send to the graveyard? Uberstrix or Stalagmo or either or?
Basically, it's either or. Really, like in general, Stalagmo is probably one of the best options if you have a Subterror in hand. Right. But if you have a monster on your opponent's side of the field, you want to get rid of Uberstrix.
Right, so Uberstrix is your monster removal, and Stalagmo gets you more draws.
Is our D draw.
Right, okay, cool. So if this is turn 1, then you would go for Stalagmo because that would get you more draws. But then if you were reacting to, say, an opponent who swarmed the field, Uberstrix will help you set up, clean the field out.
Yes, pretty much. Like, even though Uberstrix doesn't really help that much against Cosmos since it's a targeting removal effect, it still helps.
Mr. Toby1018 says they added more new cards to DevPro. No, I think the update was affixed to an Abyss Actor. They changed Abyss Actor Stage Prop or Stage Coach. They made it so it's no longer an Abyss Script card. It's now just an Abyss Actor card, which is kind of sucks. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they added this thing called Bug Tracker. I don't know if that's been there for a while.
I think it's been there since the last update.
Oh, okay then. Hollis says, thank you, y'all are so much help. You've been trying to find this card for 9 days. Thank you, guys. No problem, Hollis. Feel free to support the channel by subscribing and checking out the videos on the channel. And if you need any help with Legacy the Duelist, do let me know. And yeah, whatever. We're here for you, man.
Alright, so now we're going to get into the Prediction Princess monsters.
Okay, cool.
You're going to need to max out on tarot trays.
Prediction Princess. Now, so you want 3 of the Ritual Monster?
3 of the Ritual Monster, 3 of the Ritual Spell, and 3 Pre-Preparation of Rites.
No more Prediction Princesses?
What?
No, none of the other Prediction Princesses?
Oh, you're going to want also 2 of Coin Norma. She's the second best.
2 of them?
Yes, because Cornova's effect is that when it's flip summoned, you can special summon a level 3 or higher flip monster from your hand or deck to face down defense position. However, you cannot activate monster effects for the rest of the turn, so that's why you're only running 2.
So let me break down what we've added. How many copies of Pre-Prep was it? 3?
3 copies because yeah, you're definitely going to need that for mass searching.
So the downside of the Subterrors is that they're really big monsters. They're really hard, and you don't want to tribute summon them at all. You want to special summon them, so you need Prediction Princess to special summon them to the field. Am I right?
Well, really, Subterrors only have the normal summon monster of Nemesis Warrior, so really, that's your main way of getting out the Subterrors through Nemesis Warrior and through Tarot Trays effects.
Right. So Nemesis Warrior brings them back from the graveyard. Territory brings them from your hand, basically.
Yes, and also you're going to want to run 2 Pot of the Forbidden.
Hang on, before you do that, Territory brings about pre-prep, searches out 1 ritual spell card, and brings a ritual monster from your deck or graveyard. So that searches out Prediction Princess Territory, and then Coin Mora, as you said, lets you special summon a level 3 flip from your deck. Why'd you use Coin Mora again? Sorry.
It summons level 3 or higher flip monsters.
Oh wow! So it could be. It's another searcher for Subterrors.
Yeah, you can basically use it to summon out your Subterrors. You can use it to summon out your Pot of Taboos.
Wow! Sure, we can add it now. So let me find Pot of Taboos.
Yes, Pot of Taboos is also known as Pot of the Forbiddens, and for those who have not seen this card, basically on flip, you can activate 1 of 4 effects, 3 of which are banned in the TCG, and practically all 4 are banned in the OCG. Which this Pot of Taboos, you get a Pot of Greed effect, you get a Pot of Greed, draw 2, you get a return all spell and trials on the field to their hands, so basically a Giant Trunade.
Giant Trunade, Pot of Greed, or Giant Trunade. I miss Giant Trunade.
You have a Raigeki effect, 2 copies.
Which is a 3000 defense card, also 2600 attack, but its effect is during either player's turn, when a monster that was special summon activates its effect, you can reveal a Shadow card and negate the activation and destroy that card. Then send 1 Shadow card from your deck to the graveyard. It's a really awesome card. When I've played against this card, I found it really hard to get over it. In fact, I think I didn't.
Yeah, also, like I said, the deck is pretty tight, so if you want to fit in 1 copy of Shaddoll Hedgehog, you could theoretically take out El Shaddoll Fusion if you want to reset